2015 Ford Escape. Customer states, I had it scanned. Misfire, cylinder 4. Can you change the spark plug for me? I can. But it sounds like we have a blown out spark plug or something. That didn't sound good. Let's take that beauty cover off. Backstory, this vehicle got a brand new engine a year ago from one of those warranty companies. We shouldn't be having any issues like this. But they do go with the cheapest motors possible that they can find. It's one of them things we learned, remember that video? They will only pay for the cheapest possible option. You want better quality motor or something, you've got to pay extra. Sounds just like my lawnmower when I started up. Check this out. So I reached my arm back around there and I couldn't feel any puffs of air or anything, but it's tight quarters. I think we might have to put it up on the lift and look at it's coming from the back of the engine somewhere. And I don't know, that doesn't seem very good. From the way it sounds, I would say we have a cracked block or a hole in the block or something. I can't feel anything as far as my arm can get in. I can't see anything back there. Perfect time to use an endoscope. Before we go any further, let's verify it's cylinder 4 instead of taking the customer's word for it. This is my favorite grab and go scanner just for quick codes. Fastest scanner around, man. Ansel AD 410. You can find it in my Miami store. Yep, Misfire, cylinder 4. Boom. All right, so we want to peek our scope down cylinder 4. Unfortunately, cylinder 4 is the only one blocked by this here air tube, so we're going to pop that off, and it looks like somebody zip tied this on. Fun times. Let's get that coil out, you know, take this off, take the bolt out, boom, coil goes out. We'll grab the spark plug out and scope it. Oh, Ford, you've done it again. You've made another motor where the threads rip out. Look at that. It's like, see like how it gets like a little skinnier and a little fatter. This is how it pulled out. I didn't touch that spark plug down in there. Look at that. Spark plug came out with the coil. That's crazy. Let's see if we can even see down in that hole. They put these way down in there. Honestly, I don't even know if this is a Ford engine because that warranty company went with the cheapest possible engine. And there could be an aftermarket manufacturer. Just like that transmission in the Dodge. It was not a Chrysler transmission. It was an aftermarket transmission. It wasn't a rebuild. It wasn't a reman. It wasn't a Chrysler. It was aftermarket. I got to look at the whole thing. All right, you see how deep down this coil goes? This is actually just a piece of plastic, and then it's hollow in here, and then it goes down into the head. And that's why all the sound sounded like it was coming out the back of the block. So I don't think we have a cracked block or anything, or a hole in the block. It's just all the sound was getting pushed that way. So we have stripped out plugs. But we just got sent this industrial endoscope by, who's it by? I don't even know who manufactures it. Anyways, we'll throw a link in the comments or something. Let's show using it. Let's just scope down in there and see what we can see as far as the threads down up in there. Let's power this bad boy on. You can see it gives you a lot of cable. I'm not using it at all. Just kind of placed it down that hole, and there we go. We can see the edge of the spark plug hole there. You can flip the camera 180 degrees. You can zoom in, zoom out, adjust brightness. We can go from color picture to black and white. And what's this button do, Jamie? Contrast intensified. Ooh, contrast. So that's all your buttons on it. So it is cordless with a C charger. Just charge her up. I do believe this can take pictures too. That's why there's a reset button if you want to reset the memory. All right, let's see if we can get down in them threads right there and get a good image of them.
I was down in here earlier.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no threads.
Yeah, they're
pretty much all gone. Give me a steady camera image. Yeah,
on.
you can see, that's perfect right there. You can see that the threads, there's barely any ripples left to them right there.
Looks like there's a whole wall of thread right here, kind of ripped out.
Yep, that's a classic Ford spark plug shootout. Let's see if we can get down in that cylinder. Jamie's being the camera guy. What, are you just watching the screen while you move it around?
Yeah.
Ooh. There's our cylinder wall. And I'm trying.
It's about all the image I can really get out of it. Unless I pull her back out of there and reposition that head. But it looks like it goes in there at quite an angle.
I'm wondering what this is all about here. Like, I don't know what the pistons, the top of these pistons are supposed to look like, but that looks weird, doesn't it?
That does not look good. That.
Oh, that's the coloring. All right, that's the coloring of the top of the piston. Right there.
That looks like a
Oh, maybe we can adjust the contrast a little. I'm looking at it through my phone. We could look up a piston for this engine to see. Some of them have little cutouts and stuff, but
it looks like it has a little cutout right there or something.
That looks like the shine of the light of the camera, but that could be a mark on the edge of the cylinder wall right there. There you go. You're getting a nice little, yeah, that little mark does not change position. There may be a little damage to this cylinder, but you can see the spark plug didn't get smashed or anything, so it's not like that caused the threads to rip out. That might just be the shape of the piston or coloring. It's hard to tell.
It is.
But that does look like some sort of scar right there on the cylinder wall.
Sure enough.
All right. So that gives us a little bit of information and shows us that the threads are indeed gonzo. And maybe I would say, like, hey, somebody didn't tighten down the spark plug or something, but she's been driving it for 13 months with the spark plugs not touched at all. So then you could stick a camera down there and see the threads are not all there. Well, that's exactly what it looks like when threads give. Just like little ripples down instead of full-fledged thread. So to do this repair, we'd probably take that whole plastic piece off and the coils. This is just like kind of hovering. You can see it's all hollow for that far. And then we'd go ahead and get us a kit, drill it out, clean the shavings out, thread it, put threads in it, put a little insert in it, and then we'd be good to go. Seeing as this engine is only 13 months old, I told her, hey, whoever put that engine in, give them a call and see if they'll take care of you. It was a 1-year warranty. It's been 13 months. And for a 13-month-old engine, it should not be shooting plugs out unless somebody over-torqued those plugs, something was wrong, or the engine that the aftermarket warranty covered was just defective, cheap, whatever. So she just got back to me and said, hey, they want it towed over there, and they agree there shouldn't be any issues like this going on, and it looks like they're going to take care of her. So I said, I can do it, but if you can get it for free, run it. It'll just cost her a tow bill. But yeah, pretty interesting case today. Sounds like a lawnmower. If your car ever sounds like a lawnmower, it's probably got a compression's leaking out somewhere through the shot out spark plug, hole in the block, crack in the block. You could say, hey, maybe it's like exhaust manifold or something, but that makes a distinctly different sound. I just started drinking these Alley Pops, a new kind of pop. They're pretty awesome. If you care about your health like me, see? Starting to lose some weight. All I did was change my diet up. I get enough exercise around here. We're getting off track. All right. So yeah, an exhaust leak will make a distinctly different sound than a hole in your combustion chamber leaking out this way or this way. It's just a totally different sound. It literally sounds just like my Troy-Bilt lawnmower when I started up. And it kind of smelled a little two-strokey too. Even Jamie was like, is that a two-stroke? It just smelled different. Some cool little accessories this came with: a hook for picking stuff up, a magnet, and a mirror. So we can attach that mirror to the endoscope and take a look at the actual cylinder walls down in the combustion chamber there. So that's pretty cool. A couple of attachments, charger cord, user's manual, bada boom. The image on this one is quite a bit clearer than my old one, so I'm going to give my old one away to one of you guys. There is one thing I like a little bit better about my old one, but it's not a big deal. Here's my old one right here. It has a side camera and flashlight instead of having to attach a mirror. But the thing about this is the side camera is a lot lower quality than the front facing camera, so it's all fuzzy anyways. But hey, if you could use this, don't enter this unless you could really use it. I want it to go to a good home. It's time to show some love for my Michigan peeps. So this is Michigan only, so you got to have a Michigan address, and all you got to do is put in the comments "Go Lions" on my Facebook page, and we'll pick a random person there to give it to. Might as well give it out to somebody. I don't need 3 endoscopes. So, well, I pulled it out of the garage, and they're going to get a tow tomorrow and hopefully get this taken care of for free to the customer. And the brand of that endoscope was yeopka. Yeopka. I figured it out. Let's go see what the oil looks like in this escape, just for funsies. Oil looks nice and golden, like it's new. No shiny metallic flakes in it. Looks like she was keeping up on her oil changes. By the way, this vehicle only has 118,000 miles on it. So right after 100,000 miles out of warranty, the engine blew up. And now we got a second engine in it with problems. I've said this in my videos before. Never buy an escape. They're in here all the time for work. All the time. So in the end, we're not going to charge her anything for this inspection. We got a cool video out of it. And I'll catch you guys later. Hope you found it interesting.